Experts say zero screen time before 2. I tried. Reality punched me in the face. We went from no screens at all to one weekend where my son watched cartoons all day instead of going to the playground. By evening, he was running in circles around the apartment, throwing toys, jumping on the furniture, and my neighbors were knocking on the door to complain about the noise. In the beginning, I was the no screen mom. We didn't even have a TV. He didn't watch anything before 1. The only exceptions were rare moments when my husband would put on cartoon to watch together as a bonding moment, which I hated. But even then it was short, occasional, and always off fast. The real life crept in. I had photography jobs. If we were running late or he refused to get dressed, I would put on a cartoon just long enough to get him into the stroller. Or if I wanted to shower alone. Then we started traveling. I was pregnant. My husband was filming content. Well, I was filming for him. And to keep him still for 5 minutes, we'd hand him a phone. Slowly, those only in emergencies moments became regular. And as screen time went up, so did the demands. He'd cry when we turned it off. First thing in the morning, I want TV. If I said no, he'd go to my husband because he knew that might say yes. More whining, more meltdowns, more negotiations for just one more. It was like the TV became the center of his day. Then came that weekend, no outings, no playground, just cartoons from morning to night. By evening, he was bouncing off the walls, throwing toys, climbing furniture. We live on the 6th floor, so the neighbors came knocking to tell us we were too loud. That's when it hit me. Kids aren't meant to sit still in the front of the screen all day. If they don't burn energy outside, they explode inside. And I thought, what the hell am I doing to my son? We decided to reset. Going from a lot to a little was hard. The first week was brutal, especially those first 3 days. So many tears, so many please, just one more. But every day we saw small improvements in his mood and behavior, and that gave us the strength to keep going. So here's why I'm against too much screen time, even though we still use it in a small amounts. Screens, especially bright, flashy shows, overstimulate the brain. Kids get used to constant entertainment. So real life feels boring. And boredom is actually good for them. It's how they become creative. When they have to figure out how to play with what's around them, instead of just sitting and being fed content. Same reason I'm against those super bright, noisy toys that do all the work for them. Having 1 or 2 is fine, but if kids are always occupied with something flashy, they never learn how to make a game out of cardboard or shadow on the wall. Yes, sometimes boredomness means whining, but I chose to have a child. That's part of it. My job isn't to keep them entertained 24/7 with artificial stimulations. Here's exactly how we went from too much TV to our current balance. Set clear limits. Weekdays 0 to 20 minutes, sometimes on the way to or from school, but not every day. Weekends up to 1 hour total, split in 2 sessions. I choose the content, not random YouTube autoplay. Daniel Tiger is our favorite. For his first dentist appointment, we watched the dentist episode, and he walked in like he'd done it before. Use it strategically. Nap time for my baby is my quiet window. An Uber ride when he needs to sit still. Rare long travel days. Always signal when it's ending. I tell him how long he has. Before turning it off, I say, okay, that's it for today. Say bye-bye to Daniel Tiger. We'll see them again tomorrow. This way he knows it's not forever gone, just done for today. Say bye-bye to Daniel Tiger. No? Well, the time is out. Say bye-bye to Daniel Tiger. Bye-bye.
We go to playground now.
Consistency, if we hit the limit, that's it. No just one more, unless it's part of the plan. It wasn't easy. The first few days were full of begging and tears, but consistency paid off. Less whining, fewer meltdowns, and more time spent actually playing. Screens are part of modern life. Saying no completely is hard. If a small amount helps you get something done, use it. But don't hand over your job as a parent to a device. The TV's job isn't to raise your child. That's yours. I started as a no-screen mom. I became the whatever works mom. Now I'm somewhere in the middle. And I think, or I hope, that's where most of us live. Screens didn't ruin my kid, but letting them take over almost did. So what's your real screen time story? And what's one rule you actually